Welcome to Red Cup Special. I'm one of your hosts right here, John Thorpe. Here goes my other host. What's going on, bruh?
How y'all doing?
Hey, bruh.
Yes,
So,
sir.
for the people out there that don't know, our show is going to be set up as a relaxed talk show. We have another co-host. He's having technical difficulties right now, but when he's able to join, he will join. But I'm going to go ahead and start it off with, hey, bro, what you sipping on over there?
Man, you know I got that good tequila. Got top shelf this week.
That's what's up, man. I went and got what you mixing it with?
I'm trying something new. I got some Red Bull orange.
Okay.
So
So,
that's what's
so
in my red cup, starting it off.
okay.
What you got? What you got over there?
I have some peach schnapps. I think that's how you say it. A little bit of vodka and a peach mango ever fresh drink in it. So, I have to go mixed drink. I can't go as strong as some other people.
I can dig it.
I did put some cherries in it though.
Bruh,
Hey,
hey, that's going too far. But let's go. Carry on. Carry on.
hey. So look, let me go ahead and ask you what's new up in your life? Anything to start off the conversation with?
Man, just keep your head above water. Put one foot in front of the other.
Right, right.
Taking it day by day, man.
So nothing good.
What you mean nothing good? Life is good. Well, I'm here, man. Listen, it's halfway through the year, dog. Halfway through the year.
Yes.
You know
Yes.
what I mean? So whatever you
Very
think
tough
about
year. Very tough year, might I add.
a tough year, but still it's a year that we are here halfway through it.
It'll
You know
only
what I
get
mean?
worse from here, right?
Hey man, listen. It seemed like some of us is swinging for the fences for the year. But
Right.
yeah, um, thank goodness, we still here in good health too. You feel what I'm
Let's
saying?
pray. Let's pray the audience is in good health. Hey,
I
so
hope
let's go
so.
ahead and let's get into the first topic. And I know it's something that you probably been thinking about considering you have a kid in school. So, Roy Cooper was supposed to announce that they were going to open up schools and how he was going to open up schools. Would you feel comfortable in any setting and sending Destiny back to school this year?
Man, I was just having this conversation, um, and I woke up meditating on it, and I thought, worst case scenario, if you can deal with not seeing your child, um, worst case scenario, if you can deal with not seeing your child, because they're not letting people in the hospitals. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think they limited visitors, something of that nature.
Well, if you want to, like I said, worst case scenario, um, they send kids home for a stomach virus.
Right.
You got this COVID out here that's wreaking havoc. So you definitely don't want to put your kids in harm's way until. But then again, now you have the question: when is it safe to go back to school or churches or reopening everything? And
Right.
who's to make that call? Are you gonna trust their judgment, or you feel what I'm saying? So
I I don't think there's any situation in where I'm cool with sending my daughter to school right now. I know they say that daycares are opening, so what's the difference? And I'm thinking, daycares operate a lot differently because those kids gotta go to school, and but if you're not an essential worker, you can work from home right now. So a lot of them kids aren't going to the schools right now or going to the daycares. They are at home with their parents. Um, so I mean, it was just an interesting take to hear a parent say that. I seen that on my timeline. I don't. Bruh,
Yes, sir.
are you still awoke over there?
I'm here.
So what's on your mind, B?
Not much, man. Ready to kick this show off. What's the next topic?
All right, we here with comedian from Burlington, North Carolina, Lucas. Um, Gumbrecht. I think that's how you say your name. Is that right?
Yeah,
All
you
right.
got it. You got it, Gumbrecht. Yeah, yeah. It's not the best name you want right now, but yeah.
That's pretty true. I'm pretty glad that my last name is
It's
true.
true. It's true. It also doesn't help with this look that I got going. It's not the best. I've literally tried to glue my hat on for like the past month and a half. Like I have alopecia, so it wasn't ever like, you know what, this is the look I want with the name Gumbrecht. Like that's never happened. So yeah, my name's Lucas. Is this the first podcast? Y'all do?
It is.
Oh.
It's the first produced one. We went through a pilot, and we want to go back and keep those in for later. We learn from those. So
Hey, what's the actor off of Higher Learning? What's the actor off?
I don't know. I don't know his name.
Oh, you remember Remy? Remy. He kind of reminds me of Remy with no,
terrible. Remy was a skinhead.
well, not saying that, but I mean, you look like a famous actor, though,
This is
bro.
what I was worried about.
Hey,
You're good.
hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Hey, what you got in your cup? What you got in your cup?
I got right now. I got Evan Williams. It's not great, but I got this with some real flat Coke that I'm drinking right now. I was fishing earlier, so yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Hey, where are you doing this from? I have a fuzzy navel type of drink. It's a mixed drink. I'm not a heavy drinker at all. Now, bruh, I think he on some tough.
Man, I got some tequila.
Oh shit!
And mixing it with a little Red Bull. It's Friday, it's gonna go down after the podcast, So
Oh yeah. All right.
we hoping for a good night. So hey, toast to good people.
Toast. Absolutely. Yeah, there's nothing going down after this here. I'm in the middle of I don't even have cell phone service. I haven't had cell phone service for 5 days now. It's weird.
Where are you exactly?
I'm it's in the Sawtooth in Idaho. I went and dropped one of my friends that was moving out in like the northern part of Idaho, and then I went and met my dad in Utah, and he brought me up here, and it is desolate.
Hey,
like,
I'm glad
real desolate.
I'm glad you mentioned that you're from Utah. Now, this is going to bring me to my first question. Now, there is an uprising in Utah. What is going on there? Somebody got
Salt Lake? Yeah. I used to live in Salt Lake. Yeah. I used to. That was actually where I was born, but I lived there like 6 years ago. I was living there. I mean, Salt Lake is a pretty it's a actual city. So everything surrounding it is like crazy Mormon town that's just out in the middle of nowhere. But Salt Lake is, it's had problems for a long time, and it's blowing over. I think their police department kills the most amount of people than any other city in the United States per capita.
Really?
Which is fucking crazy. Yeah.
So that's Utah?
Yeah. Salt Lake City. Yeah.
Wow. I haven't heard
you wouldn't expect that out of Utah, right?
No.
But yeah, shit's boiling over.
only two black people I know in Utah are Carl Malone and that's about it.
Who's got a Nissan dealership?
Somebody that played with him.
Hey, listen. Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
Is John Stockton mixed? Because he will be the second.
No, I'm pretty sure he's about as white as I am. There's like he was real depressed when he got his 23andMe back. It was like, oh fuck, there's nothing in there.
I just got this from working hard. Hey, so out here in the Alamance County area, we have
home.
We have Graham is under a state of emergency for up into tomorrow.
Are they still under the state of emergency?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, the mayor put out that they're under a state of emergency until further notice. Now,
shit.
The mayor had put out a statement earlier saying that he's being sued by the ACLU and the NAACP for trying to protect the exact same. He's getting sued by the exact same people he's trying to protect. He did call the original protest peaceful. But so coming from Utah and understanding what that culture is about, and clearly you be around the northwestern area part of the country. What is it like in Graham, North Carolina, for you as through your eyes?
I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't understand. When was that statue erected? Was it the 20s?
1914.
Or 1914. So it was like during Woodrow Wilson. Yeah. Where like probably the most racist president ever, and that's when they erected him for those reasons. It makes no sense why you have a statue in Graham put forth towards like the idea of white supremacy. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense why it's there. Nobody learns fucking history through a damn statue anyway. I've never once been to a statue and then come away from it and been like, you know what? I knew more than I knew going into it. Like, put it in a museum. I don't care what you fucking want to do, but like, it doesn't need to be at a courthouse or on any public property. That's insane.
Do you see that?
Yeah. I've been drinking a little bit.
That's fine. I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, listen.
It's the truth. I mean, it makes absolutely no sense. Like, the fact that they're taking your constitutional right away to protest without paying. The idea of paying to protest, I heard they pulled that shit in Graham. Like, for the first couple, you couldn't like shout or like have a sign, and you had to pay to protest. That's not a protest. And like you are that is part of your Bill of Rights, is to be able to have the right to protest. Like, for that, if you want to talk about the Second Amendment, like, people always want to talk about the Second Amendment. That doesn't mean shit if you don't have the First Amendment rights. Like, there's a reason why that's number one.
God, boy, you said something there. I would love to hear.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
You're not drinking.
Hey, quick question. Does the statue even have a name, or is it just a guy?
I think it's just Silent Sam, where it's like an amalgamation of a bunch of fucking dudes. I don't know. I think it's just like every Confederate soldier or some shit, but I'm not really sure, to be honest.
So we don't even know if that's really.
It's not a real person.
No.
It's not a real person.
Huh?
Not a real.
It's not a real person.
It wasn't a real soldier.
So they just put a face on a body, or
they just had somebody dressed as a soldier, and they made a statue and called it Confederate. Yeah. Now,
who knows? The guy could be black underneath. I don't know.
That guy's not black. he would have been till he retired and walked off the job. He walked off the job when they had to protect him with guns. He gotta take a break. Take a break.
Can you prove that statue is not black?
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
I don't think the daughters would.
So
I don't think the daughters of the Confederacy would have erected a black guy up there. And it's like he's guarding. He's like he's guarding justice. It just seems like he's like.
Maybe that's a good question to ask them. Now, if we can, not we, if that can be proof that the guy may have been founded from a black person, that thing might be down by tonight, actually.
Nah, it'd be somebody like Candace Owens or something. Hey.
Listen. If we take off that Confederate man's hat and he has cornrows, that thing is coming off in the next 2 hours.
I'm going there. Oh, he's dangerous now. Hey.
If he has on does he have on boots? Well, let's see if he has on a pair of Timbs. Oh gosh.
If he has Timbs on.
That has changed the dynamic.
Hey, so Lucas, let me ask you this. What about opening schools, man? You have President Trump out here. He's talking about he wants to open schools like for some reason he thinks that people don't want to open schools. Yeah. But is there any situation where you think that schools can be open? I know I have a hard time believing that the school bus is going to be able to run in any fashion.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're doing more damage by having kids going to school for a couple of days. So let me ask, if you could fix the school situation, how would you do it?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, my mom's a teacher. She teaches at, she did teach at Newland. Now she's at Grove Park. But, I mean, it's not safe to have a shit ton of kids just like clustered in while this is going on. Like, that makes absolutely no sense. We're not even over like the first wave of this thing. Like, it hasn't even stopped. So, like, I mean, I don't know. I guess we're going herd immunity or some shit where like everybody's just going to get it. And that's how we're getting over it. But I mean, the idea of like having a bunch of kids shut into a place with like barely any circulation is like insane. That's an insane thing to do. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to make this funny, but like, yeah, that's just endangering your population. Like, it makes no sense. I mean, Trump is what he is. He's a fucking lunatic, but like the fact that no one's calling him out for it is what's insane. Like, there's got to be someone in his administration that's like, this is a terrible idea. And like, where the fuck are those people? I don't know.
I mean, they all get fired.
Yeah, I don't.
When they get tired.
Yeah, I mean.
Well,
yeah, I mean, I guess they probably have health care, so it's a little bit easier.
And they're allowed to quarantine and stay safe. They don't really have to go out to the open public. They have that type of money. I know bruh has a daughter that's in school. I think she's a senior. She's a senior this year, ain't she, bruh?
Junior.
Junior. Yeah, he got a junior in school. Yeah. And we were talking about it earlier. If he's seen and this is something because my brother he's not a crazy Tea Partyist or nothing like that, but he's actually conservative.
Yeah.
He has a whole lot of conservative ideas.
Yeah.
He said there's no situation for him to send his daughter to school. And what's funny is he says Joe Biden is an all right person. He's way different from me. I'm saying, Joe Biden, I'm voting for him
Yeah.
Trump has literally did.
Yeah, I know. Not the biggest fan.
Yeah, Southern strategy, and I can't do that. What about you, bro? What about?
Yeah, no. What was that? Sorry.
I guess bro went to sleep there.
No.
drinking that
I didn't hear the question.
What about you? What would make you feel comfortable sending your daughter to school?
Man, that's a tough question. Um, that's a very tough question to say that when it's safe to. Um, who are we entrusting with this information that says that this thing has disappeared or we have, you know what I mean? So I mean you're actually playing it by ear into your own uh question. I mean to your own judgment. You see what I'm saying?
You ain't got no leader that you trust.
Yeah, we don't have no type of leader that we entrust actually with our safety. You know what I mean? So I mean, even if the president says that it's safe to come out, do you really trust that judgment to say that he's telling the truth or
no?
I mean,
I don't trust anything.
I mean, we're actually that's when wisdom comes in. You know what I mean? You got to use your own wisdom and your own self-understanding, you know? So, I mean, that's where I'm at it.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think? Oh, I was just saying, like, what do y'all think on like when this shit gets back to normal? Like, because like as a comic, like I haven't had shows in fucking like 3 months. Like as much like I've done a show like outside, but I mean I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like Zoom shows fucking suck, by the way. Like this is cool. Like I love a podcast or a video cast, but doing stand up like to no one is the worst shit in the world. You're just like, is anybody laughing? I don't know if anybody's laughing. You can't judge shit. You don't know what shit's working or not.
Listen, everything has changed. I love my pastor, but he's not the same without nobody there to say amen. They're bringing back the sports. There's nothing like having somebody cheer for you. You know, so everything is really socially awkward right now. So, and I could understand, like, how can you tell a joke if no one's there to laugh at?
Yeah.
That's, you know.
Yeah. You have no timing at all. Like your timing goes out the fucking window. Like it's listen, I don't know. Like I mean, I guess do like shows at half capacity. I guess is what everybody's doing now. But like I don't know when it's getting back. Yeah, I don't know. Have y'all been able to work, or y'all on unemployment as well?
No, I'm working every day. Well, I'm not working right now because I have to wait for somebody in my household results to come back. But yeah, I've been working. I don't have no problem. I know bruh's a barber, so he was able to get back to work a little bit.
Rough.
Now, off of the serious stuff, let's move into what the real topic is going to be.
Right.
Hey, excuse me. I hate to interrupt, but this is what I do. This is how I am. Man, listen. Why my red cup look different from y'all's? My line's on the side. Look at
I don't
know. Ours is solo. Yours is food line.
And Dollar General. I mean, yeah.
So you just pay the extra 25 cents?
God, done. Well, this is a red cup. I mean, come on. Hey, listen. Hey, shout out. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Let's get a hand clap for Red Cup Special. Let's get a hand clap.
Hey, so tonight, Jada Pinkett Smith took herself to the Red Table. I think that's the name of her show on Facebook, and she had Will Smith there. Now, did either one of you guys get an opportunity to watch it? Because I did.
No.
And I thought it was amazing. And for some reason, Jada admitted to having an affair, but only like the Smiths can do. I ended the show liking them more. I had no clue. So Jada explained that she did have an affair during they were split up.
Hey, I hate to interrupt you. She didn't say no name, did she?
It was very obviously about August Alsina.
Huh?
That's how producer explaining that she did not say your name.
Say whose name?
She definitely said. She did say his name. She said Og. She said his name.
She said the guy's name.
Yes, she said his name.
Was it Tupac?
No, she's talking about August Alsina. That would have had to be like.
I haven't seen.
Tupac died before they got together.
I haven't seen this yet, but what name did she say?
August Alsina. She's talking about August Alsina.
She didn't say your name. I watched too because I was afraid. But anyways, for those who watching, that voice you heard was our producer. He definitely wants to be a part of the conversation, but he denied the opportunity to host it when I asked him. So he produced it. But anyway, so she said her and Will was going through a separation period, and she did have an affair with August Alsina at the time. Now, the real question is open relationships. Lucas, could you see yourself in an open relationship?
I mean, I've done it, and no, not really. I mean, I don't know, maybe. I've done it when it was like not that serious of a relationship, and it was fine, but we were both like, yeah, this isn't really the thing. But I don't know. It depends on what your understanding is with your partner, to be honest. And like if you set up boundaries, like then yeah, I could see it. But like I would definitely have to have boundaries set up. Be like, I don't want to hear about that other dude. I don't want to fucking know. Like, well, you can do whatever, but like I don't want to hear nothing about
it. Hey, Lucas, I hate to interrupt.
Yeah.
Listen, may I interrupt you?
I hate to interrupt.
May I interrupt you, please?
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of car you drive?
What kind of car do I drive?
Yeah.
A Nissan Versa.
Man, listen, that's beside the point. Would you like me to take it down the highway, full speed, then pop it in reverse, do 3 donuts, try to flip it 12 times, and give it back to you?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if I was in a relationship, if I was married for like 15 years, like I don't know. If I was able to go out and do something, I might be okay with somebody else. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be like, I'm going to be okay to go out and do what I want to do, but you can't do you. I mean, I don't know. Like, because, 15, I don't know. I'm also not married, so.
I can't laugh at this joke. I'm sitting here like, yeah, my relationship is like Chick-fil-A on Sunday. It is closed. You hear me? It's a closed relationship. Sometimes I'm the only one in it.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm kidding. I have a
that's most relationships. Yeah.
I have a wonderful wife. I'm really happy with that. But no, so my thing is if you're in an open relationship, well, excuse me, if you're in an open relationship and you don't have children, is that even a relationship?
I
Or are
mean,
y'all just friends?
Yeah, because those are the only relationships I've had. So I'm gonna say yeah, but like, no, I mean, I don't have kids. I haven't been married. So, but I've enjoyed, I've been enjoying it lately. So I don't
Yeah.
know, but I mean, I don't know. Like the idea of just like being with one person
Yeah.
for like the rest of my life is a little weird to me. But I
That's
mean, I'm
true.
not saying it won't happen. I'm just like I don't know.
It's just tough to see.
Hey, Lucas.
Yeah,
Hey, Lucas.
yeah,
Hey, Lucas. Hey,
yeah.
hey, John got married and gave me his black book. So
I didn't have no black book. Babe, if
I'm
you
gonna give
watching
you
this,
the black
I didn't have
book.
any type of book.
Give you John's black book so you can thumb through it and find out who you want to choose from. And hey, look, there you go.
I can't do this. I'm seeing somebody. I am not in an open relationship. So yeah, no, this is all hypothetical. This is all hypothetical.
Hey, brother, so do you support open relationship?
I'm out in Idaho. There is no one out here except for goats maybe to fuck. So like yeah, nothing is going on. I feel like there's definitely no way she's gonna see this, but just in case.
There's somebody else say,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and tells her that would suck. Be like, what are you talking about?
bruh, are you okay with open relationships? Bruh.
Who are you talking to?
Not I wouldn't be.
I have my
I wouldn't.
screens like this.
To know.
I would be. I mean, I like driving the company car. I like driving. I like being the only one driving the company car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
When you're the boss, you're the boss. I mean, the boss has his own seat and has his own special privileges. So, I mean, that's just me about
So, hey, Lucas, let me ask you this.
Are you married though?
Who, me? No, I'm not married.
Not you. You're not married. What if your girl wanted to have a threesome though?
Hey, look.
Like.
Hey, listen.
Isn't that an open relationship though?
Hey, listen.
It's an open bed.
I'm a Christian.
So is that a no?
I like to respond to that. I'm a Christian.
I don't know if that's a yes.
That's a yes.
So what if all right, Lucas, are you an all lives matter person or a Black Lives Matter person?
Black Lives Matter. I mean, all lives matter doesn't make any sense. It's a reactionary term. That's what it is.
Right. So what if your girl was an all lives matter person?
That would be a problem. Also, I probably wouldn't be dating her. Like it's one thing. Like a hookup's one thing, and then you like find something. You're like, fuck. But like if you're dating the person, that probably wouldn't happen.
Bro, are you an all lives matter person? No, you an all lives matter person or a Black Lives Matter person?
Oh.
Boy, it's putting them on the spot.
I'm a Black Lives Matter. I mean, jeez, I'm a black guy. How can you not be, how can you be black and not say that black lives matter? What sense do that make? What's your guy named Terry Crews?
Yeah.
He says all lives. Listen, if all lives matter, then if that's true, then if one is suffering, then none of those all matter. Does that make sense?
It's true. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's the idea. Like no one's ever been like Black Lives Matter more. Like that's not the slogan. If that was the slogan, then maybe you could have a problem. But that's not what the slogan is.
I love my hand. I love my hand. My hand equals all 5 fingers. I don't want to lose one and feel like one is more important than the other. I mean, of course, you can pick up a cup still, but I need all my fingers to do that. So that's how. But if listen, hey, try to pick up your cup without a thumb.
Thumb is not a finger though. So
try to pick up the cup without a thumb. Let me see you guys try.
I can see.
Hey, listen. Next topic. Don't rest my case. So, hey, listen. So we gotta make. Listen. Let's make a whole hand. Let's come together and make a whole hand, and we can be a fist, and we can fight all together. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
If all lives matter, all fingers matter, which means if my wife says, "Hey, look at where your ring at," I'm gonna be like, "But you didn't notice the ring on my middle finger's gone today too, huh?" Yeah, we're not worried about that one right now. All of them. So you a supporter of open relationships, Lucas? I can't.
I mean, I'm a supporter of anything anybody wants to do. I don't know if I could handle that, but I mean, I don't give a shit what other people do as long as like it's not affecting me. To be honest,
that's a fact. I think.
I mean, whether I want. Yeah, I mean, I don't want an open relationship now. I'm saying this, that I don't want an open relationship. I don't. But, I mean, if somebody wants to do it, it's not going to fucking hurt me. Like, if they have that worked out, then go ahead. Yeah. Also, isn't Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith Scientologists too? Like that's probably bigger up on the thing.
I don't know what they are.
I think they are.
So
I think they're Scientologists. I'm not sure about it.
How would you improve Alamance County? I'm gonna got one. This is the last question right here. If you can improve Alamance County one way, what way would it be?
Hey, listen, and Lucas, you can't say open relationship.
Yeah. That's definitely my answer. That's my answer. No. I mean, to improve Improve Alamance County. I mean, there needs to be better wealth distribution in the county. Like, the money's all in one spot, and it's not. Everyone's hurt by that. Like, rich people can't buy, poor people can't buy. Like, nobody's making shops. Like, the more money normal people have in their pocket, the more they can do with it. So, I mean, I just think more people in the county need to have a wealth. I mean, I guess. I mean, that's a terrible answer, but
that's your answer. That's your answer.
Yeah.
Hey, anything else you want to holler at us about? Let one of our viewers to hear you. Tell us where the next time you get an opportunity to work, and I'll send them out your way.
Yeah. Well, I got the shirt, Idiot Box in Greensboro. It's one of the only privately owned comedy clubs that's not a corporation in North Carolina. It's a great place. It's allowed a lot of the local comics around this area to have a place to set up their shop and like actually like move their legs and like stretch their legs out. And it's a great spot. When things are normal, they usually have shows Tuesday, Friday, and Thursday is an open mic. I definitely want everybody to hear this to go support that club. It's an amazing club. Also support Good Nights in Raleigh. What's some other clubs? That's about it. But yeah, if you want to send them my way during the show, I'll let you guys know what my dates are when things get back to normal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's called the Idiot Box in Greensboro.
Yeah, absolutely. It's my home club. Yeah.
Let me see the shirt one more time.
It's ran by Jenny Stencil. She's awesome. A lot of great comics out of there. David Gouldsby, J.D. Etheridge, Dusty Cagle. I mean, there's a ton of great comics coming out of that place, and like people really need to see, like the community around here has a lot of really, really, really good comedians, and people need to get out and watch them. So yeah.
Hey, can you get us the shirt?
Yeah, I'll get you a shirt. Yeah.
Cool. I think I need.
You both want one? What do you want? What do you wear? Like,
I want
need
one.
like a large or so. I know, bro. Probably got a medium, right, bro?
No, I need an extra large. I'm 195 pounds.
That's not
right.
big.
It is.
But yeah, I'll get you. I got you.
All right.
Yeah, I got you on both shirts, though. For sure.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate y'all having me.
All right.